Welcome back to Sonic RPG Analysis. Today we're covering episode 8 and 9. Quick recap for what happened last time. Back in Mobius where Tails was flying over, he is in his tornado, wondering about where Sonic and the rest has gone to. Encountering the Death Egg, entering it, getting through the defenses, and defeating Eggman. As for back in Herbicton, Silkadoom had a dream about the two hedgehogs, upset about it, promising that Sonic will pay. Shadow and Knights team up, taking down Rila once and for all. All left is Silkadoom, in which fought Shadow and won. Last second before Shadow's death, Sonic saves him. Silkadoom, expecting his arrival, he says that this is no place for battle, and to meet him in Rila's castle, as Sonic has to take care of his friends for now, and he knows that Sonic won't give it his all. We now move on to the next episode. Episode 8. The same darn episode that I struggled on for weeks. Shadow has recovered, and now is following Sonic as their next destination is Rila's castle. Kinda feel bad for Rila, not gonna lie. Bro got used, shitted on, along with losing his castle and dying in the same day. That's tough, man. The castle looks quite different from usual, as it is really big, and it's gonna be difficult to find Silkadoom. But he just reveals where he is, being at the roof of the castle. Sonic runs up and meets again with Silkadoom himself. I like the different sprites here, making him look more unique, just not other shadows, just blue sprites. I like it. This is the arena where they shall determine the superior hedgehog, he says. Now it is time for Shadow and Sonic to both have a rematch against this creature. He does not mind the unfair advantage, as it will be more entertaining that way. But Sonic assures him that things will not go the way he thinks. He again transforms into Super Sonic. Silkadoom unimpressed, obviously, as this form hasn't been able to scratch him last time. Or did it? The way Sonic remembers it, that this was the very same form used to knock him out last time. Shadow having enough of chit-chat and starts to transform. But before that, we get a scene in a cliff of some sort. Knights welcoming Knuckles back to the awakened world. And a lot has happened. He did not miss too much. In fact, he has just awoken. At the hour of their fate, the final battle is about to begin. Shadow has used his super form for the first time, but Silkadoom is disappointed. Although this power of the Sapphire won't last much longer, but hopefully it'll be enough. The two has a chance now. Silkadoom telling them to come on Silkadoom. Their doom awaits. As he powers up, the battle starts. Shadow is knocked down, gets back up, teleport, lower kick, teleport, back kick. Sonic prepares two blasts, but chaos control is used, and the two fight in negative space clashing. Teleport, back kick, dodge, teleport, upper kick to the ground. Chaos control stopped, and Sonic is back. Shadow was sent outside the castle. The two back to clashing. Hold, teleport, lower kick, blast Silkadoom inside the castle. He lands, flies up, upper kicks, blast, a failed upper kick dodges. Sonic gets boosted up in speed, getting to Doom, headbutting him, roundhouse kick, teleport, upper kick, sent outside the castle. Teleport, failed punch, teleport, elbow, hold, upper kick. Sonic lands on the wall and goes up, and Shadow follows him. Teleport, failed back kick, failed elbow, dodge, charges up a blast, back kick, teleport, Shadow powers up, and Sonic cancels the blast and all teleport. Back kick, block, scissor kick, teleport, upper kick, dodge, failed elbow, teleport, roundhouse kick, dodge, spin kick, teleport, roundhouse kick, failed elbow, dodge, energy blast, dodge, chaos blast. Teleport back kick, dodge, roundhouse kick, upper kick, scissor kick, upper kick, teleport, headbutt, roundhouse kick, upper kick, spin kick, house kick, double energy blast, back up. Silkadoom kicks the energy ball away. Dodge, saying that this battle is over. Energy blast, and he kicks Shadow away. Sonic tries to get to Shadow with his speed, but he is far too slow. It seems that light speed isn't enough. Sonic tried to attack, but he fails. Back to Shadow wondering why is he so tough? As if he has some sort of unlimited source of power. Silkadoom continues to beat up Sonic, and a final upper kick, kicking him out of his transformation. End of episode. This got me excited myself. Let's get right to episode 9. As we see again, Silkadoom with a final upper kick has defeated Sonic. Shadow is still here though, recovering and coming back up, with Silkadoom saying that all of their efforts leading up to this point has been for nothing. Sonic's down, and Shadow is the only one standing. And we discover that yes, Silkadoom had the Chaos Emeralds all along. He has just been playing with them. Why would he just leave them with no use in that machine? Before he's done with Shadow, he just wants him to feel despair for thinking that they had any chance against him. Back in Mobius, where Tails has won against Eggman, suspicious of having something to do with Sonic's disappearance. Eggman answers that they're not in Mobius, as he sent them to another dimension. And with no time to further explain, Amy breaks in, asking, well, what he has done with her, Sonic. Back in the other world, though, we actually see Knights and Knuckles coming in. Santa asks, what are they doing here? We're just gonna let you have all the fun, could we? Knuckles said. As for Knights, he just can't stand around letting this monster act as he wishes on his land, while all he does is watch from afar. He will not tolerate it any longer. Sakadum laughs, knowing that he wouldn't be able to do anything. Come, he'll carve upon their flesh just how hopeless the very thought of defeating him really is, he says. That angers Knuckles. He's saying that he will punch that attitude back in him, and he goes in. The punch destroys the ground, but Silkadoom dodges, goes in to kick Knuckles away. Knights powers up and flies to face with Silkadoom. He quickly realizes his mistake. He shields right up, right before he attacks him, but it wasn't enough. As the shield breaks and goes, he gets knocked down. What is for Shadow, though? Will he just cower down there even in his final moments? No. He can't do that. He powers up and flies to Silkadoom, trying to desperately attack him to no avail. They clash, punch, dodge, jab. Tyler throws a Chaos Spear into him. The smoke clears and Doom grabs Shadow, bringing him down to the ground. And Shadow loses his transformation, dropping the Sapphire along with it. There really is no one to defeat him, huh? Except there is. A flash appears and Sonic is starting to power up. He becomes super, but that is just the usual, right? He realizes the power of the Sapphire, also absorbing it. His eyes turn blue. A big flash appears, filling the whole place once more as he continues to power up. And we witness a new form. Would that be enough to defeat him? Or will we just end up like before? Only find out in the next episode of Sonic RPG. Wow, dang, okay, this was certainly a change in terms and the quality. This truly is the last battle, as Knight said, and the last hope. We were presented to Silkadoom's arena, being at the top of Rila's new castle. It appears that the Sapphire has been handed to Shadow as well, to use it to transform. Knuckles thankfully has awoken, and is doing a little better, as he and Knight stare from a cliff for the last battle that determines their fate. Determines this world's fate. And it sure was an intense one. At first, where Silkadoom had the upper hand sometimes, but they still packed a few attacks, to a point where they're equal and dodging all the attacks. With one Chaos Blast, the situation has reversed, where now both Shadow and Sonic had the upper hand, beating Silkadoom with all sorts of attacks. But alas, having enough of this, he pushes one away to take care of the other, being Sonic. As Sonic's alone, he had, of course, lost, along with losing his super form. Sonic's down, as Shadow's the last one standing. In Mobius, the truth was revealed to Tails about their disappearance. And well, Amy. Knights and Knuckles does go in, as Knuckles cannot let him have all the fun, and Knights being the emperor of this world, the only one left. He can just stand around watching this monster do as he wishes. Even when the two tried their best, they could not at the end, as expected. Shadow would appear to be the last hope, has charged up, gone in, but even with his super form, he could not land a scratch. All hope is lost, until Sonic wakes up, thanks to the Sapphire's leftover energy. He absorbs what's left of it to access a new form. Remember, Shadow said it wouldn't last that long, So even if Sonic has awoken and absorbed its access in a new form, we do not know how long it can last. The change in quality is animation is actually really cool. The story itself is actually good. It just needed the animation adding more life into it. And they definitely did. Now it's fully on animated, but only for the gameplay for now. Alas, we have one episode left, which will be analyzed in the next video. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and see you on the next one. Have a good day.